Chapter 44. For 2 days after, I watch Mum to see if Rick's lack of response to her invite dents her confidence that he is the one. To deflect her, I fire the hunkiest, least appropriate men into her inbox with 5 stars. I even find a Donegal man who actually likes Casablanca and surfing. She doesn't bite. Exactly how much trouble I'm in is clear when I call into Grace's after school and we hear Mum confiding in Kitty. Of course he'll come, says Kitty. It's a pity I was never able to grow furry ear flaps that would instinctively block out sensitive or damaging material, maybe with pockets for change so I'd never run out of money for chocolate or crisps. And when he does, says Mum, hands off. She wags a finger and grins at her friend. I mean it. This sends Kitty into explosions of mock indignation. I would never, as if I would, that convince nobody, but they don't have to. Mum knows Kitty would not get between her and the man of her dreams, who unfortunately and very clearly still happens to be Rick. Oh, says Mum, and I was wondering, just in case being a love festival and all, in case I get carried away, could Angelica stay with you at the night of the ball? Grace pulls me back out of earshot. You need to fix this fast. I walk home slowly, trying to work out how. Thinking I might be able to confide in Chris, I head upstairs immediately. Lying on his workshop is the most beautiful pendant made from quartz and what looks like marble. I can't resist touching it, only for it to fall apart in 2 pieces. I'm frozen, terrified I've broken it, when Chris comes in with a flask of coffee and shows me how they're 2 separate whale pendants that clip into a heart. Secret girlfriend, I say? He shakes his head. This festival is getting to everyone. Oh, wait, it's never Kitty. He has the grace to ignore the question completely. The weighting of them was really difficult. He says, put the hole in the chain in the wrong place, and the second whale looks like a misshapen 2-legged cocktail. Chris, I say, this man of Mum's. Too good to be true, right? He says. I nod. He pours himself a cup of coffee and drops it down his throat like nectar. No way is he for real, he says. Whoever this guy is and whatever his reasons, he's stringing her along, telling her what she wants to hear. But Mum's not stupid. He doesn't even hear me. I mean, we could all do that, but your Mum likes honesty, right? Okay, so she was unbearable when all she could do was talk about how wonderful he was. But this is worse. Seeing her holding out for him when he clearly hasn't the guts to admit he has no intention of coming to see her. What can we do, I say. He puts his arm around my shoulder. Be there for her when it all goes wrong. What with last-minute festival panics, I don't see Mum again until she's going down to serve breakfast next day. Mum, I need to talk to you. It's now or never. Can't it wait? Tell me it can wait, Angel. I've got 2 new kitchen staff running around like headless chickens in a pie factory, saying they can't understand anything Oni wants them to do. A chambermaid with a migraine and 40 rooms to make up before Thursday, on top of which Chris pushed a note under the door last night to say the band for the ball might not be able to make it because of a double booking. What can I say? Sure. So it's not a good time, I'll tell her later. I mean, she knows now that I want to tell her something and she listens, right? She's my mum. She always listens. Probably knows what I'm thinking half the time. Oh, who am I kidding? We'll sit down later, she says. I haven't forgotten I said we'd do something together before this all kicks off. Exactly what I need. To be encased in a room with her for a whole evening, right after I tell her I invented her perfect boyfriend and platter fed him to her like a prize cow. But you've got so much to do, I say, what with the festival and everything. Nothing, she says, is as important as spending time with my beautiful daughter. Besides, they know where to find me. Now, in return, come and help me with these waitresses. Once Brecky is gone, I call into Grace to tell her I have tried. Kitty nabs us for the delightful task of putting pieces of coloured paper into envelopes. Her blind daters each get a list of venues, times and dates, with matching nicknames for each date, like Yum Yum or Chock-a-Noodle. From these pages, everyone has to locate the rendezvous, find the person who answers the same nickname, and chat till it's time to go to the next. They'll be introduced to their official match at the ball on Saturday night. When you finish, she says, you can blow up some balloons. I want to make the place look festive. Great. I feel festive blowing up balloons. Not. Bursting balloons would make me feel better, filling them with water and throwing them at the likes of Theo. I'm sure Saturdays used to be fun, said Grace. No sign of Mum when I get home, but the computer's on in the office. I move the mouse and romantichearts.com pops up. She's still waiting for his reply. Worse, The notepad by the phone is covered with Molly XX Rick over and over, as if she's been seeing how their names go together. What age is she? Even I don't do that anymore, at least not where anyone will see them. Even then, I have the sense to stick to initials. Besides, she knows Rick isn't his real name. Couldn't be, even if he were real. I'm sat there in a stupor, feeling like a bog-bodied corpse when Mum returns. Looking for me? She scooches the notebook into a drawer and closes it. I shake my head and make a quick exit. She sits down, probably to check if Rick has replied yet. Telling her now will do nothing to make her feel better. I text Grace to come over ASAP. We are officially going into lockdown until this is solved. Bring supplies. My plan, drastic, cruel and simple, but I can't do it alone because of that cruel part, is that Rick will invite Granuela into the chat room and simply tell her he can't meet her now or ever. But nicely, he's a nice guy. He would be the best sort of stepdad imaginable. Probably buy cool pressies like cruises to Cuba. Unfortunately, he's a werewolf or a vampire who lives in Peru, deepest Peru. His passport was eaten by a cheetah. Do they have cheetahs in Peru? To be continued.